Lions fans. Let's talk about a critical issue the team is facing right now. The absence of Marcus Davenport has left a big gap in our defensive line, and Detroit needs to act fast to find a solution. There's some exciting news. An impactful name has surfaced, and he could be the missing piece to get us to the Super Bowl. Let's dive into the details. Want to stay updated on all the latest news about our team? Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Just hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss any updates on the Detroit Lions. Let's follow every step of the team's journey to the Super Bowl together. Your support is crucial for us to keep bringing quality content, so leave a like, comment, and share with other fans. #OnePride. Before we jump in, I'd like to ask for your help. If you enjoy our videos, don't forget to drop a like. It's a great way to support our content and ensure we keep bringing you the latest news. Thank you so much for your support. The Lions are in a prime position to compete for the Super Bowl in 2024. Our defense, led by the phenomenal Aiden Hutchinson, was set to wreak havoc on opposing offenses. But with Davenport's absence, the depth and effectiveness of our pass rush might take a hit. That's where a possible reinforcement comes in. Riek, a veteran edge rusher currently playing for the New York Jets. According to Christopher Knox from Bleacher Report, Riek would be a valuable addition for the Lions, and a deal could happen at any moment. He's been one of the most consistent pass rushers in the NFL over the last 4 years, recording 11 or more sacks in each season. At 30 years old, Riek still has plenty left to offer and would be the perfect complement to Hutchinson. Of course, acquiring Riek would come at a price. The Lions would need to work on a contract extension, as he's seeking a long-term deal. While that means a significant financial investment, the benefits of having an explosive duo like Hutchinson and Riek pressuring opposing quarterbacks are priceless. On the Jets' side, they find themselves in a tricky situation. They might hesitate to trade a player of Riek's caliber, but the contract standoff could become a distraction as the season progresses. An intriguing offer from the Lions, maybe a mix of draft picks and a player, could be enough to make the Jets part ways with Riek while also easing their contract situation. Riek's impact goes beyond his sack numbers. He's a versatile defender, strong in both the run game and quarterback pressure, which would add even more flexibility to Detroit's defensive scheme. Imagine what this duo, Hutchinson and Riek, could do on the field. Now, the big question, should the Lions go all in for Riek? Or do you trust that James Houston and Josh Pascal can step up? Is the investment in Riek worth it to take us to the Super Bowl, or will the cost be too high? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel to stay on top of all Lions updates. Let's climb to the top together. As the discussion about a potential trade for Riek heats up, the situation in Detroit goes far beyond just numbers and negotiations. This is a crucial moment, and any moves made now could shape the Lions' season. With an extremely competitive NFC, there's little room for error. As the weeks pass, other teams are also bolstering their rosters, and Detroit needs to keep pace if they truly want to contend for the title. Dan Campbell and the coaching staff know that having a solid defense is key to any Super Bowl success. Pressuring the opposing quarterback not only creates turnover opportunities, but also eases the workload on our offense, led by Jared Goff. The impact of Riek alongside Hutchinson would be massive, not just on paper, but on the field, changing the dynamic of every snap. On the other hand, the team needs to be strategic and avoid making desperate moves. Josh Pascal and James Houston have shown potential, and their development is something to consider as well. Both could grow into key players, which would lead to an even deeper and more versatile defense, something any elite team needs to succeed. Moreover, we can't forget that negotiations always involve sacrifices. Is Detroit ready to part with important draft picks? And what if this trade compromises the team's future? It's a chess game where every move counts, and patience can be just as valuable as aggressiveness in negotiations. Finally, the fanbase's expectations are enormous. The hope of reaching the Super Bowl is alive like never before, and seeing the Lions make bold moves to strengthen the roster only fuels that fire. We're at a historic moment for the franchise, and every decision could bring us closer to that dream. And you Lions fans, what do you think? Should Dan Campbell and his team go all in to secure Riek, or do you trust the young talents already on the roster? The pressure is on management, but the support and opinion of the fans make all the difference. Be sure to share your thoughts. We want to hear your take on the team's future. And of course, if you haven't done so yet, subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to stay up to date with all the latest. We're here to follow every step of the Lions' journey to glory. Let's go. As a Lions fan, I see this situation as a critical turning point for the team. Bringing in someone like Riek would be a move that, in my opinion, could elevate our defense to a whole new level. Just imagine, Riek alongside Aiden Hutchinson. That would be a formidable duo capable of causing serious problems for any NFL offensive line. We know that to reach the Super Bowl, the defense needs to be relentless, and adding someone of Riek's caliber would greatly strengthen our pass rush. However, I'm also concerned about the cost of this trade. If we have to give up valuable draft picks or a promising player to get Riek, we need to think about the future. I don't want to see the team sacrifice the next few years for a short-term gain. It's all about balance. If the price is right, Riek is worth the investment, especially since he can make an immediate impact. But if the cost is too high, maybe it's better to trust guys like Josh Pascal and James Houston, who have the potential to grow and contribute more. What really excites me is seeing how committed the Lions are to making 2024 a special year. The front office is showing ambition, and that makes any fan dream big. We're on the right track, but every decision needs to be carefully calculated. In the end, my take is that if the trade for Riek makes sense in terms of value and immediate impact, we should pull the trigger. Riek and Hutchinson together would be a real threat and bring us closer to the Super Bowl. And you Lions fans, do you agree with me?